Hello and welcome to Live in Vibrancy podcast. My name is Liv, and today we're going to be talking about not waiting on the perfect time to start your goals and your dreams and putting stuff in motion. I feel like if there's anybody that could talk about this, it would definitely be me. Whenever I moved into my apartment, little backstory. So I lived in a shelter from October of 2023 up until June or July of 2024. And during that time, I was still trying to pursue my art, going to showcases, going to events. I was still trying to, put myself out there. And whenever I got my apartment, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till I get all the right equipment to fully do everything that I needed to do. Or I'm gonna wait till I get my equipment to be able to start my makeup or to start recording on my podcast again. And once the equipment came, I was like, okay, now I gotta decorate and I gotta make sure that everything is decorated, then I'm gonna start. And then I finished decorating and I was like, okay, well now I gotta get a camera. Then my camera broke. And then I was like, well, I gotta wait to get another camera. Like, so you see the pattern right there, and that just is procrastination at its finest. It's also lack of faith in God, because whenever He gives you an assignment and He tells you, take this step towards your purpose, by you prolonging that, you're prolonging your blessings for one, you're prolonging the opportunity to be able to help someone that might be attached to your life, even if it's just one person that comes across your video, even if it's just one person that sees you on the street. Your obedience is tied to changing someone's life. And I know that could be seen as a little bit extreme, but what if you're the only Bible that someone reads? What if you're the only testimony someone hears? What if you're the only thing that someone experiences that could potentially change their life for the better, and you're waiting till you feel comfortable enough to do what God has called you to do? And me finally getting to a point where God was like, okay, like, what are we doing? Like, you got to get the ball rolling. And I also had to be honest with myself and be like, do you even believe in yourself to be able to pursue the things that God has for you? Do you feel worthy enough to receive everything that God has for you? And the answer was no. For a while, it was no. And we're still working on it. We've gotten better. But, the answer was no for a while, because I felt like I wasn't qualified enough to carry the weight that God had given me to carry. And then also, too, I was like, God, like, ain't nobody worried about. Ain't nobody worried about the little me. But that wasn't the point. The point was putting yourself out there and taking that first step. God's going to bring the right people. Even if it's not right away, He's still going to bring the right people that need to hear that message. And with the obedience of being consistent with that, it's going to turn into things that are unimaginable. And I can't wait to come back to my old videos and my old episodes and look back on how far God has brought me, and the confidence I've been able to build already in such a short period of time, with me sharing and being vulnerable and being open with my thoughts about different situations. I know that God is going to use it for the betterment of someone's life. And that's a heavy weight to carry. whenever you stop waiting for the right time to carry it, or you need to be healed enough, or you need to read 10,000 books and read the Bible front to back 30 times. Like, no, like, you're ready now. And all those experiences that you've had have equipped you for you to be able to be that change that someone needs, or just the shoulder for somebody to cry on, or the hug that someone needs, whatever the case is. So, yeah, don't wait. Start now. Start yesterday. Like, don't sit there and tell yourself that you're not capable if you haven't even tried to see if you are capable. And once you take that first step, it's gonna feel so good. But you don't just need to stop there and be like, oh, okay, I did it. I'll try again, 3 months from now. Like, no, like, you gotta keep going, and you gotta keep praying too, because we are not supposed to be operating out of our own strength whenever we're dealing with fear or confusion or lack or whatever. That's when we need to lean more into God's strength and what He has equipped us for, and what He has blessed us with, which is His presence, which is the Holy Spirit, which is the wisdom that can be found in the Bible, which is guidance from people that are around you, whatever the case may be. Like, leaning on your resources to be able to push you forward, and not feeling like you aren't good enough, because you are. So, yeah, that's all for this episode. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Do something nice for yourself and pour into yourself so that you can pour out of your overflow for others. Bye for now.